Hello my dear friends, welcome back again. And today in this video I am going to discuss one pending topic, special operator function, that I was not able to do in my last video because it was a little bit long, and as well as I am going to discuss about two very new interesting topic on multiple return value and argument destructing on function. So this is our first topic, special operator function, and those special operator function is very much useful if I show you some example in the Julia console rather than some program in the uh, source code. As you all know, Julia language was made kind of which will help us in general purpose programming as well as scripting language like MATLAB, Python, etc., where you don't have to wait for the command wait for the command to run, like compile and execute all. Just issue a command and hit enter and you'll have the answer. So this is my first example where we can directly multiply 1, 2 and 3 obviously, and the interesting part is that we can do the same with this also, and this applies to the plus operator also. And if I try this, we should have 90. Okay, and same for this operator also, and this and this. Okay, so I think you already familiar with this inverse division operator. Otherwise you may refer to my other video in the same playlist. So now here in the file I am going to show you some new topic, this. So here in Julia every operator is kind of function, and as you all know, function is a first class object in Julia, which means you can refer the function. And here we can refer the addition function with this name, and now we can call this function like this way. Here imagine the star or the asterisk sign with some name, and you can apply those arguments and you can have an answer. Let's try it in the plain console with Julia interpreter or compiler. I mean, in fact, Julia interpreter and compiler. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is another operator called hcat or horizontal concatenation operator. It used to help you create array in Julia, and this is called vertical concatenation operator or vcat. You just, instead of space, you have to use a semicolon and it will create a vector, or in other word 1 by n dimensional matrix. And this is a typical example of a matrix where you can separate an element in a row with space, and to change the column you can use semicolon, and that's it. It will create a 3 by 2 array or a matrix, n by m dimensional matrix, and that's cool, quite interesting. This is all kind of MATLAB syntax, so if you have seen my introductory video, um, you may know that Julia is trying to cover a lot of programming languages, lot of best features from various programming languages into a same group under the same group, including the very speed that we experience in C++ program. Now this is our next topic and last topic, multiple return values. So when I am going to talk about multiple return value, but before that we need to learn two new topic. One is called tuple and another is called name tuples. And what is that actually? This is actually very simple data structure. Those who are from Python background, you already aware of tuple. So this is kind of a collection of data which will be stored in the memory, and you cannot update the values. It is immutable, and you can access the values with index, like array index box operator. And name tuple does the same, but instead of index you can use some names. So you just have to use parentheses, comma for tuple, and for name tuple you have to use parentheses, comma separated key value pairs kind of thing. And let me demonstrate you some examples. So this is a typical example of plain tuples, where I am trying to create a data structure called tuple, which is start with parentheses, end with closing parentheses, and values is separated by comma. Value can be heterogeneous. Here you can put any object also, and to access the values you have to use, this is not zero indexed, this is general, normal indexed, and this way you can access. And the next example is tuple, name tuple, where you can use some names like this way, like age 45, first name showman, address very good, country India. And now if you do it age, it is 45, and first name showman, and country is India. So this is all about tuple and name tuple. And now I am going to head back to our topic called multiple return value. So as I already told you, tuple or name tuple is a data structure, and which means it is actually a value which can be written from a function, inside a function. But the magic is that when you declare a function and return a tuple, you don't have to worry about the parentheses, like you are returning multiple values. And likewise, if you want to capture the values, you don't have to worry about the parentheses again. So this is like I am calling a function is doing something and then returning the values, and you are taking the values in two variables, and that's all. So let's run this and have a look on the results. So okay, so as you can see, you may check out from here multiple return values. Okay, this is the print line. So after that R value is 2.0 and age is 16, and what I passed 4, so square root of 4 is 2 and square of 4 is 16. So kind of you are taking the function is returning 2 values. So this is actually what can I say, this is actually an illusion that a function is returning multiple value, but in fact this is a feature of Julia where tuple get deconstructed without parentheses and automatically expanded to multiple values. And now the same also applies when you trying to call a function, and this is called argument destructing, and where you can pass a tuple to a function and the function arguments will automatically grab the tuple values, and yes, the number of arguments and the number of values in the tuple have to be same, otherwise an error will occur, but with a cost, and obviously we need to accommodate its special syntax. So here you need to add extra parenthesis for that, otherwise it will be like a function having 2 argument, not a tuple. But with this syntax a function is accepting a tuple, and the Julia community or the developer of Julia is saying that the syntax should be treated as argument destructing. And now what we can do with that, we can directly have a tuple and pass this tuple, and we can have an answer. Let us have a look. Yep, 1 2 1. And that's all for this video. Please excuse my English, sometime it is little bit bad to hear, and try those new feature with Julia, and let me know in the comments, and till then, bye bye.